Boom shakalaka, with strong evidence for and against the recession. Today's video, we're going to take a look at why Bitcoin is likely to have larger than expected returns. Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we have a lot of very interesting charts for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, including why, despite recession fears or hope, Bitcoin is due for some pretty massive gains. Before we get into it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell, come join us on Twitter at @Crypto Love, push that like button. Now today, greed 60, a little bit up from yesterday, last week, and last month. The overall market's up 1.5% today. Bitcoin at $25,000, Ethereum at $17.05, BNB at $3.16, XRP 40 cents, Cardano 40 cents, Polygon $1.48, and Dogecoin 8 cents. And Bitcoin right now sitting just on the critical levels we were talking about, this $25,000 levels that we saw back in August of last year. If we can break through here, there's a high likelihood Bitcoin will shoot right up to the $30,000 area, especially when we take a look at charts like this, suspecting that recession fears have peaked. Might be the stage to catch many investors off sides. Historically, when we have the net percent saying recession likely in the Bank of America Global Fund Manager survey, when we have that peak, that was the worst of each recession. It has already peaked. We're headed on down. Not as bad as anyone potentially thought. Until you take a look at this chart. Tightening lending standards has preceded the past three recessions here in 2020, 2008, and 2000. Is this going to be the fourth as we see the tighter lending standards jumping up in the net percentage of domestic banks tightening standards for commercial and industrial loans in large to middle market firms? So we have one saying recession's over, one saying recession has yet to be started, and it should be no surprise. We just had probably the best year to date ever for the standard 60-40 portfolio after one of the worst years to date for the standard 60-40 portfolio. So everything is all over the place. In that case, it makes a good case to just take a look at what's going on with Bitcoin. Just looking at the timing of cycles. Bitcoin has 14 months bear market followed by about 35 months bull market. 14 down, 33 up, 14 down. That would be the next 33 to 35 up. The next 3 years going up. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at Bitcoin's 3-day Z-score right here in blue, the last 3 times we had a thrust from negative 1.85, this green line right here, to positive. Well, guess what? The bottom was already in for Bitcoin each one of these times that it occurred. And guess what? It just occurred once again, suggesting that the bottom is already in for Bitcoin. Not only that, but if we take a look at the 3 dots rule on the parabolic SAR, when the parabolic SAR prints 5 dots in the opposite direction from the major trend, it will be a bull market. Or when it prints 5 from a bullish trend, it'll be a bear market. So right now, suggesting, as it did back here in 2019, that we have the ending of the bear market, the beginning of the bull market. When we take a look over a longer time frame for Bitcoin on weekly charts, it's interesting to see the last 2 cycles, the downtrend was also underpinned with a buy signal for Bitcoin. You can see it right here, this green little buy signal. Each time, kind of towards the bottom, was a buy signal, especially when Bitcoin price was very close to the 200 weekly moving average, which right now it is just barely at, has broken through previous resistance, has a buy signal, likely going to be the moment when you want to get in on this trade. As a matter of fact, the halving progress, 70%, March 28th of next year, a little bit over a year and a month from where we are, a year and a month and a week from where we are right now, as a matter of fact. Well, if we take a look, 70% historically, it was all up territory. Now, for the most part, not massive parabolic rallies like we see after the halving, but just kind of a smooth, gradual sloping upwards. And you can see that this could bring Bitcoin price up quite a bit before we actually get to the halving. We could potentially be looking at a $40,000 to $50,000 Bitcoin based on this, which brings us to this chart right here, the yearly realized bottom profit loss ratio, forming a 4-year cycle bottom. You can see it right down here. Historically low levels. The question you have to ask yourself, are your Bitcoin bags packed, or will you chase it like everyone else when it climbs over 50? It takes discipline and resolve to load up during accumulation zone, but those who do will reap rewards. Right now, pretty much the lowest risk for investing in Bitcoin out of any time in the cycle, and it's when you scoop it up down here at these great prices that you get to sell it up there for such a great profit. Now that's all for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, push that like button. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.